Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so don't feel pressure about your assignment, okay? I just follow up it so that they know also that I still give you an assignment. Okay, so you can give it to me whenever you are free, okay?
Yes.
Even on weekend, if you are free, then you can send it to me. No problem. I know you are so very busy because you have to teach other kids as well. And I'm so proud of that, that you are helping other kids in your own way. Okay, so let us start. So I won't hold you long. So let us start. So let's continue with our lesson for today. So let's continue the test listening part. Okay, so let's have the part for questions 20 to 25. Look at the six sentences for this part. So you will hear a girl called Lisa and a boy called Sam. Talking about a book they have both read. Decide if each sentence is correct or incorrect. So if it is correct, choose the letter A for yes. If it is not correct, choose the letter B for no. Okay, so let's start.
Now turn to Part 4, questions 20 to 25. Look at the six sentences for this part. You will hear a girl called Lisa and a boy called Sam talking about a book they've both read. Decide if each sentence is correct or incorrect. If it is correct, choose the letter A for yes. If it is not correct, choose the letter B for no. You now have 20 seconds to look at the questions for Part 4. Now we are ready to start. Listen carefully. You will hear the recording twice.
So, Sam, have you finished that book we had to read for school, Lime County?
Oh, hi Lisa. Yeah, just last weekend. It took me a long time to get into it. The first chapter was difficult, but in the end, I couldn't put it down.
I liked it from the first page. I've never finished a book so quickly, and normally I don't like reading fiction.
The main character in the story, Paul, was interesting. He hurt his leg badly and couldn't play football with the other kids. But the author didn't make you feel pity for him.
Yes, that was because he was such a strong character. He couldn't do anything active, but he used his time to think about game plans for his team. They depended on him in the end.
He was almost like a coach.
I thought the book was well written, and it had a good plot. There was a bit of mystery about Paul's brother. Did he cause Paul's injury? Was he jealous of Paul? You don't find out until the very end.
I didn't care so much about that. It was the football matches I liked, seen through Paul's eyes. I could imagine exactly what was happening.
The author was clever because when Paul was unhappy, the whole story, the weather, the background, sort of got darker, so the reader could feel what Paul was feeling.
There was quite a lot of detail about the techniques of football. I think the author got that just right.
Any more would make it too long and boring for people who weren't mad about football. That side of the book was about right. For me, the best part was that Paul realised what's important in life and how to deal with tough situations. He really grew as a person.
Now listen again.
So, Sam, have you finished that book we had to read for school, Lime County?
Oh, hi Lisa. Yeah, just last weekend. It took me a long time to get into it. The first chapter was difficult, But in the end, I couldn't put it down.
I liked it from the first page. I've never finished a book so quickly, and normally I don't like reading fiction.
The main character in the story, Paul, was interesting. He hurt his leg badly and couldn't play football with the other kids. But the author didn't make you feel pity for him.
Yes, that was because he was such a strong character. He couldn't do anything active, but he used his time to think about game plans for his team. They depended on him in the end.
He was almost like a coach.
I thought the book was well written, and it had a good plot. There was a bit of mystery about Paul's brother. Did he cause Paul's injury? Was he jealous of Paul? You don't find out until the very end.
I didn't care so much about that. It was the football matches I liked, seen through Paul's eyes. I could imagine exactly what was happening.
The author was clever because when Paul was unhappy, the whole story, the weather, the background, sort of got darker, so the reader could feel what Paul was feeling.
There was quite a lot of detail about the techniques of football. I think the author got that just right.
Any more would make it too long and boring for people who weren't mad about football. That side of the book was about right. For me, the best part was that Paul realised what's important in life and how to deal with tough situations. He really grew as a person.
That is the end of part 4.
Okay, so you read the
You now
question.
have 6 minutes to check and
Number 20.
20. Lisa disliked the book when she first started reading it.
Okay, it's correct. Number 21.
Sam and Lisa felt sorry for Paul, the main character in the book.
Okay, so it's wrong. Number 22.
Sam was interested in the mystery about Paul and his brother.
Okay, so it's wrong. Okay, 23.
Lisa thought the author helped the reader to understand Paul.
Okay, it's correct. Okay, 24.
Sam wished there was more information about football in the book.
Okay, so it's letter B, correct. 25.
Lisa liked the way the author developed Paul's character.
Okay, it's correct. Okay, very good. So you got 5/6 on this part, and congratulations. Okay, so and we have the words here. The first word here, the sorry. If you did something wrong or you didn't mean to do it, and then the character, of course, it's the person or the animals.
It makes me feel a very sad story. Just from yesterday, the evening, yesterday evening, the first one I start with a game. The next one I start with the vocabulary, and then I told them the ch part does not spell as ch, it's k, but
Ah,
but but I don't know why my students all the time 3 hour class all over 3 hours in class just say character makes me feel very disappointed. This is a truth story. I have to tell that.
character.
All over 3 hours lesson, I told them that the vocabulary character, the ch part is not spelled as ch, it's k. But
Huh.
I tell them 5 times, 10 times, or maybe 100 times. But all over 3 hours at class,
Mm.
uh, they did not they did not know that that word spell is character, not character. And I got a homework is record a video about Peter Pan. Peter Pan,
Yes. Peter Pan with
mm,
Tinkerbell.
with Tigaberias, and I told them record a video, and I was so disappointed that all three students record a video and they did not mention the word character. They mentioned the word
Child.
character.
Why?
They mentioned the word they mentioned the word character all over several times in the video. And you know how disappointed I am. I told the parents that please record a new video, and just one student understand it. That means that change the word character into character. But those two, one is did not make a new video. That means that he still keep the old video, and one record a new video, but another place. That means another background, and just read the script again. That means just cue character, character, character. Oh my god, I don't understand how disappointed I am with these students.
Maybe they forgot the first time you taught them, and then, but it's very impossible because you have to repeat it a lot of times. Maybe they are just okay. So maybe I don't know. I can say that they are um that they have a bad memory, but maybe seems like. Okay, so let's read the audio script. Okay, so Sam, have you finished that book we had to read for school, Lime Country?
Oh, hi Lisa. Yes, just last weekend. It took me a long time to get into it. The first chapter was difficult, but in the end, I couldn't put it down.
I like it from the first page. I've never finished a book so quickly. I don't like reading fiction.
The main character in the story, Paul, was interesting. He hurt his leg badly and couldn't play football with the other kids, but the author didn't make you feel pity for him.
Yes, that was because he was such a strong character. He couldn't do anything active, but he used his time to think about game plans for his team. They depended on him in the end.
He was almost like a coach.
I thought the book was well written and it had a good plot. There was a bit of mystery about Paul's brother. Did he cause Paul's injury? Was he jealous of Paul? You don't find out until the very end.
I didn't care so much about that. It was the football matches I liked, seen through Paul's eyes. I could imagine exactly what was happening.
Okay, very good. So the author was clever because when Paul wasn't happy, the whole story, the background sort of got darker so the reader could feel what Paul was feeling.
There was quite a lot of details about the techniques of football. I think the author got that just right.
Anymore would like it too long and boring for people who weren't mad about football. That side of the book was about right. For me, the best part was that Paul realized what's important in life and how to deal with tough situations. He really grew as a person. Okay, very good. So feel pity, you feel sorry. Depend on. Okay, so you are used to do that. You are used to do that. And then to be jealous of. Okay, so you're jealous of something. Maybe you can't do that. Maybe there's something you wanted to do, but you can't do it. So that is why you are jealous. Okay, so let's continue with our topic for today. Okay, so let's have the reading part. Reading part, reading part. Okay. Okay, so let's have the reading test 3. Okay, so I already discussed this part to you. Okay, so let's have the part 1 questions 1 to 5. So look at the text in each question. What does it say? Mark the correct letter A, B, or C on your answer sheet. Oh, are we done on this part? So that's the
Let's see.
example. This
Wait,
one.
wait, wait. Let's see. Let's see if we did this before. Uh,
Not yet, right?
yes, not yet. Okay.
Okay, so you start with number 1.
Okay.
Okay, so
First
you're
two question is done.
yes. Okay, so you read the card and then you read your answer and explain why did you choose that answer.
From Juan to Maria, do you still want to buy my guitar? Pedro wants it too, but you ask me first. Let me know tomorrow at school. It's A. John will sell Maria his guitar if she wants it. Because actually, I just I just crossed the false sentences. Pedro has a guitar which Mario might want to buy. Pedro wants John guitar, not Pedro has a real guitar. John would prefer to sell his guitar to Pedro, but in the letter, um, John said that um, Maria asked Juan to have the guitar first, but Pedro asked Juan the second. So Juan will not prefer to sell his guitar to Pedro. If it's correct, it will be John. John would prefer to sell his guitar to Maria. It will be correct. So the answer is A.
Okay, it's correct. Correct explanation. Okay, number 2.
Number two, math homework. Some of you have told me the homework is a bit difficult. So if you haven't finished it by Friday, you can hand it in on Monday. Mr. Peters is C. Anyone having problems with their homework may have extra time to complete it because the homework given out on Friday must be returned by Monday. But in the car, it's the first deadline is on Friday, so it can be the time that the teacher gave the students homework. So A is wrong. B, student who wish to hand in their homework on Monday should tell Mr. Peters. In your card, it doesn't mention about students. Tell Mr. Peters can hand it on Monday. You can hand it on any time if you want, on Friday or maybe on Monday if you want to. So the answer is C.
Okay, it's correct. Very good. Well said. Okay, let's have 3. Oh, so let's learn the would rather and prepare. Okay, so would rather and would sooner. Okay, so would rather and would sooner is the same. Okay, so for example, I would rather have tea. Okay, that means if you choose between uh the tea and the juice, okay, so you like to have the tea. And this infinitive, and I would rather or sooner have tea than coffee. Okay, and another one, would you rather or sooner have tea or coffee? Like that. Okay, so that means you are choosing between the two subject. Okay, so I would rather sooner you took a taxi tonight, or that's in the past about present or future tense. And I'd rather sooner you had taken a taxi last night. Okay, so to talk about the past, taken I'd rather had taken the taxi last night. And when we say prefer or word prefer, that's your very first option. Okay, so for example, I prefer to stay in a hotel near the airport. Okay, so you are having a specific reference. Okay, but in a rather, you have two options. But in prefer is it's very clear that you already have a choice. And another, I prefer you to stay in a hotel near the airport. Okay, so this one we can also include a subject plus infinitive. And I would prefer to be early rather than to be late. So we can use this to show the choices we have as well. And I prefer to go with dad instead of staying here with mom. Okay, so you already fix your mind on what did you choose. And I prefer running to cycling. Okay, and we can use this one in general preferences as well to show your choices. Okay, do you have any question?
No.
No. Okay. Okay, now you continue answering 3 and 4.
Okay.
Okay, number 3.
Number 3, then don't forget to put your shirt in the washing machine as soon as you get home from the match. Add soap powder and turn dial to number 3. Mom. Answer is C. Remember to wash his football shirt after the match. Um, it, easy that at answer A and answer B. It mentioned that um, his football shirt is clean in time for the match and put where he put the football shirt that he needs for the match. That means that he have to have the t-shirt clean before the match. But in the card it says that as soon as you get home from the match. That means that um, when the match is end, he go
Mm.
home and wash his shirt. Not means that he go home, wash his shirt, then go to the match. So A and B are all wrong. So of course it's C.
Yes. Okay, it's correct. And number 4.
From Sarah to Janie. Janie, my birthday meals booked from 6:30 Saturday at Lugi's restaurant. I know there are things you can't eat, so I've attached a menu. Tell me if it's okay, Sarah. What does Sarah need to know? Is B if the food at the restaurant will be all right for Janie? Because option A, option A, if Janie will be available to go to the restaurant. Um, in the card, it doesn't mention that Janie will be available to go to the restaurant or not. That means that Janie will, of course, go to the restaurant because Sarah has attached her a menu. So that means that so so that we can make sure that Janie will be available to go to the restaurant, not if. So A is wrong. C, if Janie wants to see the restaurant menu before Saturday. Um, I think that B and C are. At first I thought B and C are all the same, but let I think again.
Okay, it's correct. Letter B. Okay, correct
I
answers.
can I can explain why B is correct, not
Mm-mm.
why the C is incorrect, because I think B and C are all the same. Actually, the answer because that uh, it says it says that it says that I know there are things you can eat, so I've attached a menu. Tell me if it's okay. That means that um uh, that means that Sarah have an allergic with some traditional food in that restaurant. So so Janie have to attach her the menu first so it can make sure that Sarah can eat the food in that restaurant. Or maybe she could die because she have allergy with that.
Okay, very good. Yes. Well explained. And number 5.
Oh wait, where's number 5?
Here.
Come on, why so lagging? Why so lagging? Come on. Come on, where's the slide? Okay, here it is. Okay.
Okay.
Number 5, parkside pool beyond this red line. The water is very shallow. No diving in this area is A. Part of the pool is not deep enough for diving. Because diving is forbidden in all areas of the pool. But in the card, it said that no diving in the area that beyond the red line because the water is very shallow. So that means that diving is not allowed beyond the red line because the water is very shallow. B is not correct. Diving is forbidden in some areas, but not in the beyond the red line area.
Yes.
Number C, the far end of the pool is reserved for divers only. It falls because it said that no diving in the area beyond the red line as well. So that means that the far end it's very shallow. That
Mm.
means that means the divers can't dive
Yes.
at the far end of the pool. So so that means the C is maybe more incorrect than the option B. So of course A is correct.
Okay, very good, correct. Okay, well explained. Okay, so now let's have the part two questions 6 to 10. So the young people below are all looking for a clothes shop to go to this weekend. On the opposite page, there are 8 online reviews of clothes shops. Decide which would be the most suitable for the following people. So for question 6 to 10, mark the correct letter A to H on your answer sheet. Okay, so I already okay, so we have to do the word spotting as well. Okay, so we already discussed the word spotting. Okay, so what are we going to do with the word spotting? Okay, so you may start spotting the words. And remember these informations because we will gonna use this one who are remember the names, the George, Rosa, Estefan, Tanya, and Zuzi as well. Okay, you may start. Okay. So let's check your answer. Okay, so you read about George.
George has to buy some new jeans but hasn't much money to spend. He's quite tall, so he likes to try on clothes to check that they fit.
Okay, so it's new jeans, hasn't much money, spend quite tall, try on clothes, check, and they fit. Okay, so how about Rosa?
Rosa would like a beautiful dress for school at a beer party with earrings to match. Her mon- her mother has given her quite a lot of money to spend, and she'd like to buy everything in one store.
Okay, very good. How about Stefan?
Stefan wants to get a smart designer rugby shirt and doesn't mind how expensive it is. He prefers to choose his clothes online before he goes to the town to buy anything.
Okay, so for Stefan, it's only okay. Okay, so how about Tanya?
Tanya wants to buy some skirts and tops that are a bit unusual so that she looks different from everyone else at school. She wants to try things on in the shops to make sure that they suit her.
Okay, and they suit her as well. Okay, how about Susie?
Susie needs to get some very cheap sport clothes for wearing at the gym. She's in a hurry, so doesn't want to spend too long shopping.
Okay, very good. Okay, so do you remember all of them?
Yes.
Okay, so let's check. Let's see. Okay, so try on. We have unusual, it's unique, different from, and in a hurry. Okay, so now you have to. Okay, so. Okay, we have the keywords here. Okay, so the clothes shop. Okay,
Oh wait, where is E, F, G, and H? Where is it?
this
I hope
one.
oh, it's on the another side.
Yes, it's on
Come
the
on,
other side. Okay.
come on.
So you have to label them. Don't worry because I will write it in the paper too. So I will write it in the paper. Okay, so if for example, if this would be your final answer in this part, okay, we will gonna stop on this part because we are running out of time too. Oh,
Next slide, please. I finished the three first one. I just got the number 6 and number 9.
okay, so I will write it too. Okay,
Okay.
Estefan. B is Susie because we have to move to D. D is Rosa because we have to move to another part and we are running out of time. Okay, so we will gonna continue this one. Okay, so remember that if you have enough time today, tomorrow, or the next day or weekend, so you can send me your assignments. I won't give you a new assignment unless you can send me that one before. Okay. Okay, no pressure. Okay, thank you so much, Danielle. Have a nice day. Bye bye.
Bye.